beds and clothes, and I was just angry.
So what do you think about what you just heard me talking to her about?
I think it's amazing you managed to get her to say anything bad about herself.
A lot of this stuff she was saying, gee, I didn't know, that didn't happen, all of this. You're not buying that.
No.
It's very convenient to forget that much about what you did wrong.
The funny thing is that she always told us she didn't know because of the brain tumor, and now that we know that there's no brain tumor, really hard to figure out what's the truth.
Well, you know, I have a way of trying to keep people contained, and when she started going through all of this, well, I don't know, my mind was out here. That's why I said, is there any time you didn't know the difference between right and wrong? She has trouble evading that, right?
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you what I want you guys to do right now. I want you to just line up right here, because, you know, I've always been real keen on experiential psychology, and so I want her to have some real feedback. Come on out, Sonia, you're right there. Come on out. I would like for you to stand right here on this stripe.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay? Because here's what we're going to do. I want you to say to these three what you want to say to them to have them in your life. And here's how you can tell whether what you're doing is working or not. Okay? Because as you listen to her, if she says something that causes you to believe she's getting real, you can take a step forward. If she says something that makes you think she's being honest and you want to close that gap, you can take another step forward. If she's feeding you a bunch of bull and you don't believe it, then I left plenty of room for you to start taking a step back. Okay? Now, you don't get to move. You want them in your life.
Yes.
They think you abandoned them, abused them, neglected them, and put them last and yourself first. So what do you have to say to make them want to close this gap?
I did not have my mother in my life. Do you know how important that is?
I wanted to be there.
Why weren't you?
The times that you weren't there, she's living out of a duffel bag with one change of clothes.
Oh my God.
What do you have to say to make them want to close this gap?
Yeah, I was awful. I was horrible. My moral compass was way off. And one of the hugest things that I regret was not raising you in a Christian home. And I drank and drank and drank. God, you know, alcohol, when you guys... alcohol was more important to me than anything else. I had, you know, bad choice in men. And yes,
I agree with that one, buddy.
To this day, I don't fully understand why I was like that, but I regret it more than anything. You know.
Let me ask you a question. When I started getting a hold of my aunts, your aunts, why did you tell them that we were bad children? And the reason why we didn't talk to you is because we were just bad people. Because I have several messages that the Dr. Phil show has of you saying such things to me.
Yeah, I probably did, but I'm just like...
Why?
I was probably angry.
You were there. What do you mean you were probably angry? You're not talking about somebody else. You're talking about you. Be real with them, or they're going to be going through that hallway over there.
I was probably, I don't remember doing that. I'm going to be honest, I really don't remember doing that.
Yeah, be honest.
I really don't remember doing that. And I mean, I really don't. I know I did, because you have it. You have it. It's there.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, so I don't have any memory of it. I know that I felt abandoned because for so many years you guys were gone. And I went through a lot of stuff.
You say that you felt abandoned. You realize that there were years that me as a female, I did not have my mother in my life. Do you know how important that is?
I wanted to be there.
Why weren't you?
You don't understand. I wanted to be there.
What Nova's talking about here is the times that you weren't there. She's living out of a duffel bag with one change of clothes.